here we go again. Brand new Nat 5, Wind Dokemi Lord. Let's take a look at the skills and see what he does. First skill is just a stun, damage based on max HP, just the same as the other ones. The second skill is an AoE, damage based on max HP, steals a beneficial effect with a 30% chance, goes up to 50% chance, and recovers the HP of all allies by 10%, and additionally recovers the HP in proportion to the number of stolen beneficial effects. The passive is the interesting part, though. Your attacks will always land as a critical hit whenever you attack the enemy. Interesting. Ragdoll has some things to say about that. And I feel like that's going to be a situation in RTA. In addition, the damage taken decreases according to your current HP, so he does have some damage mitigation, and he has some solid base HP, not quite so solid speed, but let's see how he performs. G1, off to a good start. Usually if people are willing to play with it in ranked battles at this level, it means the unit is at least somewhat usable. So let's see, who takes turn 1? Yanhong. And Swift Slash. Not the skill 2. They didn't even go for it. Okay. Are they testing it? Or are they friends that are testing the unit? That would be sad if that's the case, that they're friends that are testing the unit. I was just surprised to see that that'd be the strategy. Okay. That is the skill 2 right there. Let's see, gets the cleanse and the heal. I don't know if we're seeing people play against each other knowing and just wanting to see the unit. So let's see. Let's see some more battles after. I mean, of course, the whole point is to see some more battles after this. If we took a look at one battle, this would be a very mid video. It's nice to actually have a unit that guarantees a crit. I mean, it's not the only unit that guarantees a crit. 2 units are dead now. And there's nothing Sammath can do. Let's see some more. Well, this should be interesting if they're going to pick the... Okay, so the Ragdoll is going to be an issue. So they ban the healer. The Ragdoll, guaranteed crits, going to proc Ragdoll's passive, regardless. But also, they don't have to worry about the Kinky. I'm surprised that the player on the right-hand side drafted that. I am very surprised. There's a lot of things apparently surprising me today. Like, they don't have sustain. They have the Ragdoll, but they don't have more sustain. I don't know why that was their choices. On the bright side, it does proc the Ragdoll. I want to see the damage mitigation. It's going to be hard to figure out how much damage mitigation... Well, there's websites that calculate that too, though. But... So we'll take a look. Maybe I'll take a look between this clip and the next to see if we can get any information on that. It's one of the nice things about the Summoners War community is there's some people willing to put in the work and actually build these resources. It's one of the things that's always been really nice about the community. There's people that just do build these resources out of the goodness of their hearts for the community to use, and then they're like, hey, by the way, here's this place where you can buy me a coffee, and then like no one buys them coffee. I kind of feel guilty now. I'm gonna go buy them coffee. Oh, there's a lot of websites. Hold on, I'll pick one. Yeah, I think it's just an odd draft. We got to see what the unit could do, but it's odd draft. First pick Mo Long. Bruiser team, they need to pick 2 support units now. They're... Okay. I like the... They do have the Hey Gang. So the Moor's going to come in, he's going to do his thing. And then the Hey Gang's going to cut. They're going to strip. And then they're going to... potentially... snipe something out. Wasn't enough. If they violent procced, the Hey Gang would be down. So let's see. Triple Crush. They go for Dragon's Dance. I thought they were going to go for the kill. Well, they don't have support, so they can't be as risky. That's kind of the issue there. Well, actually, they do have support because this guy does support. Shouldn't say they don't have support. We literally just saw the skills of the unit. Miles taking a lot of damage. Yeah, that Miles was taking more damage than I thought he was going to. Nice trips. With steel beneficial effects, rather. No stuns there. One stun there. He goes. He doesn't even finish the Moroth. Oh, you gotta go for the kill shot. That's why you gotta go for the kill shot. That's a lesson. This is the lesson that I had to learn the hard way 900,000 times. Is if you have a kill shot, don't try to be greedy. Just take the kill shot. Both players trying to take turn 1. Player on the left-hand side is gonna actually take it. Ooh, this is gonna be nasty. Yeah, They don't get the Tiana. Wow. Okay. Well, this... Are they going to be able to do enough? They're not going to do enough damage to kill this. Yeah. I mean, they did some damage. Also, kind of expected Bastet to move first. So Tiana did more damage than that did. But... Yeah, I think Tiana stole the show here. GG. It's already over. This is not a great showing of him necessarily, but someone at least tried to... it's still fun enough to see, this kind of match. First round draft. That is surprising, but it's not as crazy as, like, the Dark one. The Dark one is a counter unit. This one you can use regardless. He's just a bruiser. So, it's more acceptable for him to be a first round draft than it is for the Dark one, which is just... crazy. The opponent could just pick around the Dark one. He's just like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore the Dark Dokkaebi Lord and just play regardless. So let's see. Yeah, just him and a bunch of LD5s. Are the LD5s gonna steal the show? Probably. This is going to be an LD5 spotlight. But one of the things to take note of is that he's not a completely terrible first round draft. He's not a counter unit. He does what he does regardless. Light Horse first pick. Yeah, this sounds pretty meta. Sounds pretty meta. It seems pretty meta so far, and then we get to some interesting picks on the left-hand side. Bans the Raccoon. So, Moore's going to cut, but he's going to possibly have the glancing on him. So let's see if he actually lands. He missed. He missed quite a bit. Do they proc here? They do not proc. They also didn't go with what I thought they were going to do. And let's see. Spread around. And Douglas solo. No, Douglas is not going to solo. He's not going to solo. Because between the Dokkaebi Lord and the John, Douglas should not have an issue. So, nice counter to Douglas. He's not necessarily a counter. He's a fine unit regardless. He doesn't require another thing to be on the battlefield. And you don't have to worry about him glancing on Douglas. He's gonna get that crit. So far, so good. Very nice. Very nice and an interesting team. Bruisers versus Bruisers. Interesting last two picks. And Tessarion Raccoon bans. This is going very differently than I expected. I would imagine that if they knew the Wusa was going to make it through, they would have banned the Praha. So, going a little bit differently than I had expected this to go. Guess the counter. No defense break. Defense break here. Ragdoll's gonna nuke this down. Yeah, bye-bye. Okay, so 4v3, and gets the sleep too! 4v3, and Praha is asleep. This monkey's gonna have to do crazy things. No proc. Resist the defense break, though. Yeah, no procs from the monkey. No stun, okay. It's not a high chance to stun anyway. Blade Slaughter, he just goes for it. He wakes the Praha up. Doesn't matter. He's like, I'm gonna win this anyway. I don't really have to worry too much. Anyway, that is Byung-Chul, the Wind Dokebi Lord. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Decent enough unit, decent enough bruiser. We see some people playing around C2, C3, G1 with him, so not terrible. And he's not a unit that you have to counter pick to other units your opponent's drafting, like the Dark one. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.